Hi everyone, it's APL here. I'm following up on the last little casual video. I think I'm going to call these contents or something. It might not be that, but um, it seemed like some of you enjoyed the last video, and so I'm going to try and keep doing these just whenever the thought strikes me. Either if I have an idea or just to get recorded and uploaded something that I've been thinking about for a while. So this is uh yeah, so it's now fall. It's middle of October. It's towards the end of October now, really. And this is my favorite time of the year, and it's full of mystery and wonderful chilled air, and just lots of dark, moody shadows and very clear nights. We had a beautiful moon out last night. But no, also the reason I wanted to talk about this, especially, and I have this photo here, this beautiful picture from maybe one of my most beloved childhood books, the I Spy Spooky Night. And the I Spy books are just fantastic. I have most of them. Still trying to recollect them because when my brother moved out, he took a few of them, and so I'm trying to get those again. I think I'm trying to track down fantasy and Christmas, but nevertheless, the those books I still pull off my shelf and look at and read, and just usually in silence, usually in the afternoon in those very lethargic, quiet hours. And I look at them, and it's almost a form of meditation, or just looking through them. It's like has a calming effect, and so and I've been obsessed with those books ever since I was a kid. And the thing about holding on to childhood things that really make us, I don't know, nostalgic. I think there's some stuff that goes beyond nostalgia, and I'll probably talk about this in subsequent videos. But the desire to recapture certain things through revisiting, treasured books, and toys, and movies, games. There's something to that, but it can get out of hand. And I haven't really articulated much on that right now, but I Spy, there's so much value to those books. And I think whether the item in question has a timeless quality where you can keep on referring to it and referring to it and finding new things that validates, I think, it being carried forth from childhood. And the I Spy books have plenty of that. It instills wonder. It instills a sense of beauty, because these photographs are truly beautiful, and they were created by a master photographer, Walter Wick. And it's I Spy Spooky Night is one of the maybe the most popular. But I really love I Spy Christmas, I Spy Mystery, School Days. I mean, I really love all of them, more or less. I wish there'd been more. I always felt gypped that they had these extra books, but they were just repackagings of different pages from the different books with just new riddles. That'd be great if he came out with a new one. I had this it wasn't really even an idea. It was more just I was kind of dozing off, having a nap or something, and like I thought the book I Spy Magic Jungle just came into my head, and it seemed like, something set in a jungle, and you'd have various setups relating to rivers, to sort of ancient ruins and villages and stuff like that. But anyway, I wanted to bring up I Spy Spooky Night because it has sort of a narrative through line to it. At least you are traveling through this mansion, and then you come out, and then you wake up from a dream, and there is the more narrative driven one, I guess you could say, is I Spy Treasure Hunt, which has, you're on a treasure hunt, and you kind of see the discovery of the clues as the book progresses. In I Spy Spooky Night, I really love the scenes, I guess you could say, that are outdoors, or you can see outdoors. I love the sky. I love how dreamlike it reminds me of skies and landscapes that I see in dreams when I'm dreaming about Pennsylvania or northern Delaware, just at that Brandywine area, countryside, where I've seen the way the sky at night is. It almost looks like liquid, like you're looking up into water, that has the vestiges of daylight look like, turquoise. And there's just something very calming about that, very heavenly. But in I Spy Spooky Night, it's got that kind of comforting spookiness. It's not horror. It's spookiness. It's creepy jeepers. It's the Scooby-Doo, the Great Pumpkin school of spookiness, which is fun. And so the way that I Spy books, I've been kind of mythologized them in my own, just growing up over the years, and several times I started writing just almost stream of consciousness descriptions of each page, of each spread. And I made, several attempts to do a comprehensive exercise. I don't know what it was. I don't know what I was trying to do. Sometimes when I'm writing these things, it's just more of compulsion. I'm trying to get down onto paper what, a pleasing thought, a nice association. But a couple of years ago, I succeeded in writing a poem for each page in an I Spy book. And this book, I don't know where or when it'll see the light of day, but it's called Familiar Light. And there's about 100 poems. And I would like to read at least one right now. Yeah, just one right now. And this one relates to the picture right here. And it's called A House of Night. Oh, when nights were free. Through the gates and up the cobbled drink, I stand before a noble derelict, built at the beginning of time. How can it be a ruin and a vibrant abode, at once frightening and inviting? Delicious in the lit windows, where vague shadows cast tantalizing dramas. Up the path, I'm beset by an urge to play hide and seek at once. 'Neath the scarecrow and the shadows blacker than beyond. And beyond those black hills, the misty blue and pink sky takes the salmon-stripped clouds down to rest at last in the kitchen of the sun. But delay no longer, I am expected.